Good morning, this is day 63, painting across America. Skating coast to coast, making a new painting daily, raising money for kids' art supplies. I'm in Texas and I'm on my way to Brownfield right now. Yesterday was a little bit of a wash. I was having some issues with my phone situation. My phone stopped allowing me to transfer any photos onto my external hard drive. So I actually went in and got a new one, and that's gonna help out a bit with the audio, so not a big deal. I had to put the mission on pause for a day. I still skated, I still made forward progress, I still worked on a painting, but I'm stoked to be back on the road. Catch you out there. Alright, I am here in Roadside, Texas, and I could assume that the people that live here are pretty good at tying knots or throwing a lasso. Hard to say, but there's not much going on here, just a little town in between A to B for today. So stopped in and got a little snack, and I've only got about 17 miles to my destination. And depending on the route that I take, it was either 35 miles of straight highway or 45 miles of zigzag, all the way through a bunch of little neighborhoods. And I started off just kind of, doing the back roads, and I got mainly like really good pavement in these little Texas suburbs. Found a little school that I found a little spot to skate at, which was really fun. And then looking at the map, I realized I didn't want to spend all day just kind of weaving in and out of these side roads. So I hit the highway, and some of it was smooth, some of it was bumpy. It's a trade-off. So, it was nice to get moving for a bit, but I think I'm going to want to try and hit a little bit more the back road areas, because I've spent so much time on these highways, and it's just not very entertaining. You're always looking over your shoulder. Actually got a funny little pain that I got now from just overusing this muscle of tilting and looking back and making sure there's no cars coming. Been trying to skate switch a little bit more as well. That way I can turn the other way. And I gotta say, I've been really guilty of not stretching enough. But the past few days, I've been pushing myself to do that. The hotel I stayed at yesterday, I felt bad because I didn't really make a lot of forward progress. I had to deal with a phone situation. So I hit the fitness center, and that felt great. Got some good stretching in. Got to do a little bit of upper body stuff. I'm forcing myself. I set alarms in my phone to do push-ups every few hours. Because, am obviously working out, I'm exercising, but I'm achieving a different physical fitness and endurance performance level. Whereas, you know, before taking this trip, I was trying to just build a little bit of muscle on my body. And yeah, seeing that kind of fade away has been a little irritating. So I'm being proactive. I'm eating more food. I'm making sure that I'm doing a little bit of upper body stuff. And I think when I get back from the trip, I'm gonna try and bulk up a bit, and I'll feel good about that. But one other thing that I really need to discuss is my phone situation. So I know last night I spoke about it a bit, but I was having trouble with getting good enough Wi-Fi to be able to back up my phone. And then my phone got so loaded with stuff, even though I had a 4 terabyte external hard drive, that I was almost every day, every other day, loading photos onto it. It was so packed with data that I couldn't even grab the pictures to put them on my hard drive. It was saying insufficient space. The phone stopped functioning. And I really did not want to start deleting any of my video edit files, but I deleted 40 gigabytes. 40 gigs, that's huge. And the phone didn't even recognize it. It still said that it was completely loaded. I don't understand why they do that. It just turns into system data. But I was stuck in a position where for 3 hours, until 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting on my phone, trying to move stuff over, trying to figure it out, trying not to delete everything, starting to delete things, and it's not working. Physically, mentally, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. Like, out on the street, making it happen, doing the filming, doing the painting, doing the skating, all of that, good. Technology, just, it can be so difficult. So I had to make the tough decision I went into Verizon and I was trying to find a solution with my phone, and I gave up. And even though I just got this 16 Pro Max 6 months ago, it was almost a brand new phone that I paid like $2,000 for, I made the decision to get a new one. And now I'm filming on my 17, and you know, I guess I'm happy about it, but here's the kicker. Is I got the phone so I wouldn't lose all of my video edit files. And when I transferred over my Apple ID, everything that I had in my video editing program vaporized, completely gone. Every video from this trip, not the raw footage, I have the raw footage, I have all of that safe, I have all of that saved for later, but every video edit I did on this trip, training for this trip, all of the tattoo videos I've edited, all of the painting videos that I've edited, everything, even though I paid for backup space on the app, the Wi-Fi wasn't good enough, hardly any of it backed up, and I lost pretty much all of it. But you know what? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just going to get me to get back into my edits when I get back into San Diego, starting fresh. And I'll just have to give myself a little higher caliber of the quality of what the content that I'm going to want to put out is going to be. And let's call it a cleanse. So I'm trying to find a positive side of spending $2,000 on a phone I didn't really need to not lose all of my video files when I did lose them all. But it's whatever. You know what? It is a beautiful day. I am just excited to be making some progress. Yesterday I did get to move forward a little bit. I made like 9 miles of forward progress. Other than that, it was a super chill day. I got to eat a bunch of good food. We got to sit in a park, and the colors of the trees are just amazing. There's all the reds and magentas and oranges and yellows. I did a really cool painting. I'm excited to see what I figure out to paint today. Honestly, the roads have not been too exciting. You know, I see a mill, and then I see some grass, and I get like a good angle, and I film a little corner where there's a nice fun-looking building or whatever, but I feel like there hasn't been anything too visually appealing today on this journey. So I'm gonna have to get back on the road, and I'm really hoping that I get to see something that, you know, catches my eye. I've been really happy to transition my color palette a lot, because the beginning of this journey, or close to the first 2 months of it, 50 days, let's say, a lot of blue, a lot of green. And now that I'm getting into the desert area, transitioning into it, I'm using more red paint. I was running out of green. I'm just playing with that. I keep buying new paints. But anyway, I'm going to hit the road. Thanks for listening to me ramble. And yeah, I'll be painting in a bit. Doing a little skateboarding.
Yeah. Just traveling or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you headed to?
San Diego.
San Diego from where?
New Jersey.
It's a long way on the skateboard.
Yeah, today's day 63. Yeah, that was wild. My board just like skewed to the side and I jumped off and my backpack snapped. One of these straps is broken. I gotta hold it all crazy right now. But luckily I only got about 1.5 miles on this road. Cars are 75 miles an hour. I just got pulled over like 2 minutes ago. But only a little bit longer to go. And hopefully it'll be an easy fix. It's just a strap on the backpack, but we'll see. I'm gonna focus. All right, so I'm about 1 mile from the hotel for tonight, and I just got pulled over. The officer was super cool. He was just, making sure I was doing all right, checking in on me, and I let him know about the project, and I ended up giving him one of the tiny paintings and a sticker. So that was pretty cool. That was a good interaction that I had there. But shortly after I got pulled over, I'm skating down the road, and for some reason my board felt a little funny. So I hopped off it. I don't know, it like shifted to the side. I don't know if I hit a rock or what happened. But when I jumped off, I felt a pop, and it was my backpack. And this strap just completely snapped off. So I've been doing the old Tarzan reach around for the past mile or so. But anyway, I hope it's just a strap that got a little beat up from me taking too many slams or throwing the bag around or whatever it may be. Nothing serious. I'm glad it didn't take me down. But I just had one of my push-up alarms go off, so I got to rip a few, get some food, and start editing. But yeah, I just wanted to check in. I'm gonna get to it. I'm tired and I don't want to do this, but my backpack is broken and one of the straps just kind of pop off while I was skating, and I need to figure this out before I do any editing. Just ate some food. I'm gonna get this handled, and then yeah, time to make some cool videos. Get ready for tomorrow. All right, I got my bag fixed up. I was able to use some paracord, and I cut a few slits in each of these straps and tied 1,000,000 knots. It ain't pretty, but you know what? It's gonna work just fine. Yeah, it goes through the inside here. Yeah, I think that works just great. Let me know what you think about my awesome repair job.